Shocking. Your person is about to do something crazy because of you. My beloved child, listen with your full heart, because from this very second, something huge is waiting for you. What I'm about to reveal will shake your audience so deeply that they won't dare scroll even for a millisecond. Your person, the one who has been silently watching everything about you, is standing on the edge of the most unexpected, unbelievable, once-in-a-lifetime decision, and the reason behind their madness is you. They are restless, losing sleep, pacing in circles, gripping their phone like it's the last thread holding them together. They have reached a point where logic has collapsed, hesitation has died, and fear has turned into a wild, explosive impulse. And in the next few moments, you will understand why they're about to take a step so dramatic that everyone around them will gasp, whisper, and wonder how one person, you, triggered something this extreme. Amen. Blessing 111. But hear this, because what comes next will make your viewers freeze in place. Something inside your person snapped recently, a memory, a message, a voice, a moment they tried to ignore but couldn't. They tried moving on, they tried staying silent, they tried pretending they don't feel anything, but every attempt failed. Every distraction collapsed. Every wall broke. And now, their emotions are overflowing beyond control. They're about to do something crazy, something nobody ever imagined from them, not their friends, not their family, not even themselves. This is not a plan. This is not a strategy. This is a raw, unstoppable pull that has turned into action. They are preparing to confront everything at once, their fears, their regrets, their pride, their loneliness, all because the thought of losing you terrifies them more than the consequences of what they're about to do. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. And now, the moment that will hook your entire audience. Your person is standing right between two choices, one safe, one insane, and they are choosing the insane one. They know what they're about to do will shock people. They know someone will question their sanity. They know it could change everything forever. But they don't care anymore. Their heart is louder than the world. Their emotions are stronger than their fear. Their desire to reach you, speak to you, claim you, confront their truth about you, it's boiling inside them like a storm that can't be contained. They are ready to break rules, cross limits, show up unexpectedly, reveal confessions they swore they'd keep hidden. They're ready to risk their entire reputation, their comfort zone, their carefully built image, all because the feelings they have for you are no longer normal, controllable, or quiet. This is the moment where their heart overrides everything. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, something inside your person is spiraling faster than they can control, and every passing second is pulling them closer to the edge of a decision that will leave everyone around them stunned and speechless. Their emotions have crossed the point of return, they are shaking, overwhelmed, breathing heavily as they rehearse in their mind what they're about to do. They know this isn't normal. They know this isn't safe. They know people will question them. But they don't care. Because right now, their heart keeps repeating only one thing: you can't lose them, not this time. That one fear has pushed them into a kind of madness where they're ready to overturn everything. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 111. Yet here's the twist, the real hook your audience will not expect. Your person tried to stop themselves last night. They tried calming down, distracting their thoughts, burying their feelings deep inside, but the more they tried to silence it, the louder the urge became. They stood in front of the mirror, stared into their own eyes, and whispered, "What is happening to me because of them?" Their hands trembled. Their plans collapsed. Their logic died. What took over was pure emotion, raw, unfiltered, unstoppable. It wasn't love, it was something deeper, something primal, something that pulls two souls like gravity. And now, they're pacing around with fire in their eyes, rehearsing their confession, gripping their chest as if their heart will burst if they don't act right now. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. And now comes the moment that will lock the audience into the screen like glue. Your person is preparing to cross every boundary they once swore they'd never touch. They have typed and deleted the same message 10 times. They have hovered over your name with a shaking thumb. They have imagined walking straight to you, showing up unannounced, standing in front of you and letting everything spill out, the truth, the regrets, the fear, the longing, the pain. They are not thinking straight anymore. They're driven by something wild, something desperate, something dangerously close to a life-changing confession. Their heartbeat is fast. Their breathing is uneven. Their mind is whispering, "Do it, now." And your audience will feel that electricity, that moment where someone is willing to risk everything because losing you feels more terrifying than doing something crazy. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, your person is officially past the point of hesitation now. Their mind is spinning with thoughts they never imagined they would entertain, and every beat of their heart is pushing them toward one explosive moment that will flip the entire situation upside down. They're walking back and forth, gripping their phone so tightly their knuckles have turned white. They keep imagining your face, your voice, the way you made them feel something they've never been able to shake off. That memory is haunting them right now, not softly, but violently. They're ready to act, ready to take a leap so shocking that even they don't fully recognize themselves anymore. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 111. But here's the hidden truth, the twist your audience won't expect. Your person recently heard something about you, something that lit a fire inside them so intense that they can't sit still anymore. Someone mentioned your name casually, but the way it hit them was like a sudden lightning strike. They felt jealousy, fear, longing, and panic all at once. Their heart dropped. Their pulse raced. They felt this sharp, burning realization that if they don't act now, they might lose you forever. That thought is tearing them apart. They've reached a moment where silence hurts more than risk, where staying away hurts more than confessing, where doing nothing feels like drowning. They're ready to explode, not in anger, but in pure emotional urgency. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. And now comes the moment of truth, the cinematic peak that will glue your viewers in place. Your person has reached a decision so extreme that they don't care about consequences anymore. They're thinking of showing up directly in your life, not through a message, not through a call, but in person. They're imagining standing in front of your door, facing you face to face, letting everything out with trembling hands and overflowing emotion. They're ready to confess that you changed them, broke their walls, woke something up in them that they can't live without. This isn't normal behavior. This is soul-level urgency. This is someone acting from a place of deep, uncontrollable truth. Their heart is screaming, "Do it before it's too late." And they're finally listening to it. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, the tension inside your person has reached a breaking point, and right now they are standing on the edge of a decision so explosive, so emotionally charged, that your entire audience will feel their heartbeat through the screen. They're holding their phone, staring at your name with a look that mixes fear, longing, and a wild determination they've never shown before. Their hands are shaking not because they're scared of you, but because they're scared of how much you mean to them. They are preparing for a move so unexpected that even the people closest to them would never believe it. They're whispering to themselves, "I have to do this. I can't lose them." And that thought alone is fueling a kind of courage that borders on madness. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 111. But listen carefully, because here comes the twist that will send chills through the entire audience. Your person recently found something, a hint, a message, a sign, that made them believe someone else is getting closer to you. That single thought shattered their calm. It ignited a storm inside their chest. Their jealousy isn't loud, it's silent and dangerous. Their fear isn't dramatic, it's deep and consuming. Their love isn't gentle anymore, it's fierce and uncontrollable. They started imagining scenarios where they wait too long, where someone else reaches you before they do, where they lose you forever. That fear has pushed them to a place where they're willing to throw away their pride, their silence, their overthinking, all of it. They're ready to speak from their soul, even if their voice shakes. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. And now comes the moment that will lock your viewers into the screen, because your person is about to cross the final line. They're rehearsing what to say. They're pacing in circles. They're imagining the moment they finally stand before you and let everything pour out, the truth they hid, the love they buried, the regret they never shared. They want to tell you they can't stop thinking about you, that you changed them, that every attempt to move on failed miserably. They're ready to surprise you in a way that will leave you breathless. And before they take that step, before they make that move that will change everything, they're hoping, silently, desperately, that when the moment comes, you'll feel the truth in their eyes. This isn't just a confession. This is a soul declaring, "I choose you, no matter what." Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, the energy around your person has now turned into something unstoppable, something so intense that even they can't recognize themselves anymore. They are breathing heavily, pacing like someone who's about to jump into the unknown, and every moment is pulling them closer to an action that will shock everyone connected to them. Their emotions aren't just strong, they're volcanic, erupting in ways they can't hold back. They've crossed the point where thinking matters. They've crossed the point where time matters. Now only one thing is echoing in their mind: reach them before it's too late. And that urgency is creating a storm inside them that no one can calm. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 111. But here's where the real twist shakes the entire story, the part your audience will feel in their bones. Your person has made a silent promise to themselves. A decision that no one knows about, not their friends, not their family, not even the people who think they understand them. Your person has planned something behind the scenes, something dramatic, something they would never normally do. They have written a long message, typed out every emotion they've held in for months, but they haven't sent it yet. They are staring at it right now, heart pounding, thumb hovering over the send button, knowing that the moment they press it, everything will change. They know they're about to cross a line that will expose every hidden feeling, every regret, every sleepless night spent thinking about you. They know it's risky, but the thought of staying silent feels like losing you forever. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. And now comes the moment your audience will not be able to blink through, because your person is preparing to do something even crazier than you expect. They're not just thinking of messaging. They're thinking of showing up. They're imagining standing right in front of you with a trembling voice and a truth they can't hide anymore. They're imagining telling you everything, the jealousy they felt, the fear of losing you, the way your name affects them, the way your absence destroys them. They want to look into your eyes and say the words they've swallowed for far too long. They're ready to confess that you changed their entire world, and they're willing to risk their pride, their comfort, and their peace just to make sure you know it. Their heart is screaming, "Go, now." And they're finally listening. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, your person has reached a point where their emotions are no longer emotions. They've turned into a force, a pressure, a pull so powerful that they can feel it in every heartbeat. Their hands are cold, their breathing is uneven, and their thoughts are racing so fast that they can't sit still for even a second. They keep replaying every moment connected to you, every conversation, every silence, every feeling they tried to ignore. And now it's all crashing down at once. They're standing at a crossroads where one choice will keep life predictable, safe, normal, and the other choice will break open their entire world. And yet, they're leaning toward the second one, the crazy one, the one no one expects. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 111. But the real shock, the part that will make your audience stop scrolling instantly, is the truth your person is finally admitting to themselves. You are the one thing they cannot let go of. They've tried everything: distraction, denial, ego, distance. Nothing worked. Every night, your name returns. Every morning, your memory hits them like a wave. They've reached a point where pretending doesn't work anymore. They've realized that losing you would destroy a part of them they can't rebuild. That realization has turned into a wild urge, a push that's stronger than fear, stronger than pride, stronger than overthinking. They're imagining themselves standing in front of you, eyes full of emotions they've never shown to anyone, admitting the truth that has been burning inside them for far too long. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. And now, here comes the moment that will shake the entire video, the one that will hold your viewer's breath hostage. your person has decided that today is the day. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. They are done running from their feelings. They are done pretending they don't care. They are done hiding. Their heart is pounding with a boldness that scares even them. They've already imagined the scene, walking up to you, speaking your name softly, looking into your eyes, and letting everything pour out. No filters. No masks. No hesitation. They're ready to confess everything, the longing they buried, the truth they denied, the jealousy they hid, and the love they never expressed. Their next move is going to change everything, and they know it. This is the moment their life shifts because of you. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, your person is now vibrating with an intensity that even they can't understand. Their chest feels tight, their pulse is racing, and their mind is locked on one thing, you. Every attempt to calm themselves has failed. Every distraction collapses instantly. They feel like something inside them is pushing, pulling, demanding that they act before it's too late. They're sitting on the edge of their bed, elbows on their knees, hands covering their face as they whisper, "Why am I feeling this way? Why now? Why so strong?" But deep down, they know the answer, because their soul cannot stay silent any longer. This isn't just emotion anymore, this is destiny pulling their heart by force. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 111. Here comes the twist, the moment that will hit your audience like a lightning bolt. Your person has seen a sign, a real, undeniable sign, that made them believe the time to act has come. It could be your picture showing up unexpectedly, a dream that shook them awake, a conversation they overheard, or someone mentioning your name at the exact moment they were thinking of you. That single sign exploded inside them like fire. It told them, move, now. This is the moment. And since then, their entire energy has shifted. They feel restless, urgent, desperate to reach you before someone else does. They're imagining your smile, your voice, the way you look when you're lost in your thoughts, and it's pulling them harder than ever. They're ready to break every boundary, every hesitation, every fear. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. But now comes the moment that will make every viewer freeze, because your person has crossed into a boldness they've never had before. They've drafted something, a message, a confession, a truth, and they're reading it again and again with trembling hands. Their heart is screaming at them to send it, to reveal the truth they've been hiding for months. But that's not all. They're imagining a scenario far more dramatic, showing up without warning, standing in front of you, looking into your eyes with a mix of fear and determination, and saying every single emotion they've buried. They want to tell you how much they tried to forget you, and failed. How every night their thoughts returned to you. How every moment without you felt incomplete. They're ready to confess the truth that scares them the most, that you matter more than anything else right now. Their decision is no longer a possibility, it's a certainty. And once they take this step, nothing will ever be the same again. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, your person is now standing in a moment that feels bigger than them, heavier than their thoughts, and louder than their heartbeat. They're sitting alone, staring into space, feeling the weight of everything they've held inside for so long. Their chest feels tight, their breath shaky, and their mind refuses to calm down. They know something inside them has changed forever, something they can't undo, unfeel, or run away from anymore. This isn't confusion. This isn't impulse. This is truth rising to the surface with a force that refuses to be ignored. Your person is realizing that every road leads back to you, every thought circles back to you, every sign points toward you. And this realization is pushing them toward a decision that will shock everyone in their life. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 111. But here comes the twist that will grip your audience's soul, because your person has reached a breaking point that even they didn't see coming. They've started imagining scenarios that scare them, you moving on, someone else winning your attention, someone else standing where they should have been all along. That fear, that deep, burning fear, has shaken them to their core. They're asking themselves questions they've avoided for months. What if I lose them forever? What if I'm too late? What if someone else sees their worth before I do? These questions are haunting them so intensely that they can feel the panic rising in their throat. They never thought they would feel this level of urgency, but now it's consuming them. They're realizing that staying silent is the real danger, not confessing. And this realization is turning their fear into determination, their hesitation into courage. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. And now comes the moment your audience will not recover from, because your person has made a decision that crosses every boundary, every rule, every limit they once respected. They are preparing for a move so bold, so dramatic, so emotionally charged that it will flip everything upside down. They are thinking of reaching you directly, not through excuses, not through games, not through indirect signs. They want to face you, look you in the eyes, and let everything pour out in one unstoppable wave. They are imagining themselves saying the words that kept them up at night. I can't lose you. I can't walk away anymore. I choose you. Their voice trembling, their heart racing, their eyes revealing everything they tried to hide. They want to tell you how deeply they feel, how strongly they want you, how impossible it became to pretend they don't care. And once they take this step, once they let everything spill out, their life will not be the same again. This is the moment destiny takes control. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333. My beloved child, your person is now trembling under the weight of a truth they can't escape anymore. Their emotions are spinning so wildly that even the air around them feels different. They're sitting with their head down, fingers tangled in their hair, trying to understand how one person, you, have pushed them to a point where they're about to rewrite their entire destiny. Every heartbeat feels like a countdown. Every breath feels like a reminder that they can't delay this moment any longer. They know something is shifting, not slowly, but violently. Their soul is telling them, this is it. Move now. And that voice has become louder than their fears, louder than their hesitation, louder than the world's judgment. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 111. But here comes the twist that will make your viewers hold their breath, because your person has just realized something terrifying. If they don't act, if they don't speak, if they don't take this insane step right now, they will lose you in a way that breaks them from the inside. They can feel time slipping. They can feel chances shrinking. They can feel destiny whispering, "This moment won't come again." This realization has shaken them awake. They're imagining your absence more clearly than ever, and that thought alone feels unbearable. They're imagining someone else standing beside you, hearing your laughter, feeling your presence, living in the space they always secretly hoped belonged to them. This fear is burning them alive from the inside. It's pushing them to make a choice that no one, not even they themselves, expected. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 222. And now comes the moment that will freeze your audience, because your person is preparing to cross a limit they once swore they'd never even approach. They're grabbing their keys, picking up their phone, pacing like someone who's about to make the biggest emotional confession of their life. They're imagining the scene, standing right in front of you, heart pounding, voice trembling, eyes locked on yours. They want to admit everything. That you broke their walls. That you made them feel alive again. That every attempt to move on only pushed them closer to you. That no one else, not even for a second, could take your place in their heart. Your person is ready to do something that will shock you, shock themselves, and shock everyone who thought they knew them. They're ready to reveal the truth they fought, denied, buried, and feared. And once it comes out, there will be no going back. This is the moment they decide that losing you is not an option, no matter what they have to risk. Something huge is waiting for you. Amen. Blessing 333.